And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium for this Under-17 Girls Ontario Cup final between the Burlington Bayhawks and the Southfleet Stony Creek. I'm your play-by-play host, Martin Ohms, here as the two teams get ready to take the field here at this windy and cloudy afternoon here in Vaughan, Ontario. Before we progress on to the game, let's introduce these two teams. Starting out with the visiting Saltfleet Stony Creek squad. They'll have in goal Emma Crosswell. In front of her squad is Erica D'Alessio, Abby Richardson, Nicole Pachkovsky, Kiara Lancia, Isabel Springett, Martina Penich, Adriana Kanasek, Ignacia Jimenez, Elena Spihar, Ivana Kanasek, Melissa Toger, Alexa Fama, Maya Madjerjic, Mila Gretzky, Renata Jurasevich, Adiana Karna, and Brianna Bishop, and the coach is Carmine Lancia. This team is playing in the OISL so far this season with a record of 11-3-2. They won their Group 6 group matchups before going into the quarterfinals, defeating King City, and in a semifinal win against the Toronto Blizzard got them here into this finals position. Looking over here on this opposing squad, it is the Burlington Bayhawks. They'll be starting out with number 3, Paige Mikara, Tessa Ladhani, Rebecca Lee, Iceland Boyle, Jordan Favory, Amanda West, Dakota Schleichkorn, Anna Bout, Isabel Villaflor, Madeline Wright, Alyssa Stewart, Murray Young, Victoria Barra, Abigail Burnett, and Claire Wyville. And the coach is Casey Downey. They won their Group 4 group stage match before defeating Bradford, and then a semifinal win against Brams United got them here to this final position. They're also playing in the under-18 OISL division with a record of 14 wins, 2 draws, and 0 losses so far this season. They've been lighting up the lamp all season long, and they'll be looking to see if they can defeat their division rival. These two teams have played against each other twice so far this season. Back in May 15th, it was a 2-2 draw between these two teams, but it was a 5-1 victory back at late June 28th. It was a 5-1 victory for the Bayhawks there. So we'll have to see what will happen here as we are a few months ahead of time there, and will it be a different story here tonight? The referees for today's match is Laura Gotts. Her assistant referees are Amanda Kwan and Teodora Glisic. Divya Mendonca is the fourth official for the match. These two teams will be playing 2 45-minute halves for a total of 90 minutes. And if this game does remain tied after those 90 minutes, we will go straight to kicks from the penalty spot, which we experienced yesterday in the Women's World Cup final, Ontario Cup final, And we'll have to see if we'll get a repeat here today. If it's your first time tuning in for the Ontario Cup, it is the Provincial Soccer Championship and the largest competition of its kind in Canada. It is one of the oldest sporting events in the country, as it was first staged in 1901 and has operated continuously with the exception of the World War II period. Each year, 12,000 athletes from all across the province compete for this championship as it commences in May with more than 600 teams drawn into either a knockout or a round-robin style tournament. And this tournament will culminate with the final here at the Ontario Soccer Centre with the added prize of the National Club Championships in the under-17s level, which will be in Surrey, BC. So that's a huge trip for the winner of this match coming out ahead. As we're just finishing here, the team introduction out on the field. Great crowd here on hand in Vaughan, Ontario. Everyone's grabbing in the sweaters, the blankets, and there's cool temperatures of roughly about 13 degrees here outside. So we'll be seeing a mixture of the long sleeve and short sleeve for the parents and players. And we'll just have a special guest coming out here from Ontario Soccer. President Ron Smale is coming out here to introduce himself to both teams. And we'll be going straight to the national anthems in just a moment. Sports Engine is the official technology partner of Ontario Soccer and is the leading provider of sport life management tools for youth and amateur sports. Check out sportsengine.com to see how they can help keep your club running in stride on and off the pitch this season. That is Sports Engine. Now we're looking at this time here. Let's take a look at a couple key players to look out for on both teams. Looking over here on the Salt Fleet squad, you're going to look at their leading goal scorer. That's Renata Jarasevic. She's got 10 goals so far this season. Her and Erica D'Alessio with 7 will definitely be 2 players to keep an eye out for on Salt Fleet. And I'm looking at Burlington. Amanda West, 25 goals so far this season, working with Anna Belt with 15 herself. So those are going to be those 2 players on each side to keep an eye out for. So it's going to come down to which team is going to have that stronger defense. That all-important first goal will be critical here in this matchup, as we have 2 teams have had no problem finding the back of the net, and they've been very stingy on defense as well. So we're going to have to see which team can put the other into an uncomfortable position from being in from behind. We just finished off an exciting match earlier here today with the boys under 17 Ontario Cup final. It was Vaughan Missouri taking home the championship against Ajax FC with a 2-0 victory there. And we had some exciting games yesterday as well. Starting out with the under 14 boys final, Milton took home the championship over Mississauga Dixie. The Cumberland Cobras defeated London Youth Whitecaps in the under 15 girls. The Woodbridge Strikers defeated the London Youth Whitecaps in the under 15 boys. And Scarborough GS United won an penalty kicks against Durham United in the women's final yesterday. We have one more match remaining here today. We have the Men's Ontario Cup final at 3 p.m. It'll be Caledon FC against Ottawa St. Anthony. We're going to pause for a moment here for the Canadian National Anthem. And there is a Canadian National Anthem as 2 teams get ready to shake hands here. Probably get some final sprints out onto their bench before they get onto the field of play. Previously in the Ontario Cup in the previous weekend, we had the under 18 and the under 21 finals as well. And it was Vaughan taking home 3 of the 4 championships, taking home the under 18 girls and boys finals and the under 21 men's final. Burlington Bayhawks, though, did pick up the under 21 women's final, so they'll look to see if they can take home a second Ontario Cup championship this summer with this under 17 girls final. It's going to be the Bayhawks in the blue and yellow going against this Salt Fleet squad, which will be dressed in all whites here this evening. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit here. Looks like it's going towards the far side of the field. So a lot of the play will probably go directed towards that opposite side of the field. Doesn't really favor either of the 2 teams. So likely won't be seeing any preference on sides during the coin toss. As the 2 teams there, as they're coming back from the captain's toss, they're realizing would it have been a difference to take either side, and they realized it didn't make much of a difference. So having a look here over at The Burlington squad just having their quick last-second sprints here. Seeing some different. It's always interesting to see what each team will do. I saw one team doing yesterday, doing some cartwheels, and before going into sprints, we've seen other teams just turning around and doing a quick turn, then a sprint. And now we're seeing each of these teams here start from a short distance, then take longer sprints to get themselves warmed up. So every team has their different method of getting themselves warmed up, staying in that positive mindset, and getting them ready here for this Ontario Cup final. And the referee, Laura Gotts, is calling the teams onto the field here as we're ready to get underway here in just a moment's notice here for this girls under 17 Ontario Cup final. I'd like to thank everybody who's tuned in for the match here on the live stream. Hopefully it'll be a very exciting match between these two teams that are at the top of their game. So coaches right now are using their final moments right here, having the teams out in the huddles, giving some last-second inspirational quotes, some final words to each of the teams for taking the field, trying to figure out what maybe it's tactical moves on the last possible second or it's motivational. We'll have to see what will be those final words said by each of those two teams. And we're seeing Burlington's going with a lot of tactical switches, pointing out different positions. Got to keep an eye on certain players. These two teams likely very familiar with one another, playing against each other normally during the season. And we'll have to see those opening 5 minutes, how important they will be here coming out in this match. Because we'll see which team will come out quick, which team will set that tempo, and how will it affect that rest of the game. So the Bayhawks coming out here, they've elected to switch sides. So it's going to be Burlington defending the goal to our left on your screens back at home. They'll be going from your left to your right, and it'll be Saltfleet going from your right to your left on your screens back at home. They're going to be dressed in the all-white. Goalkeepers here today. For Saltfleet, it'll be number 15. That's Maya Medjercic. And over on the Burlington Bayhawks is number 22. That's Claire Wyville in goal for Burlington as we're ready to get underway in just a second here. And it's going to be Victoria Barra getting everything started with the Bayhawks. And we're underway here at the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium here in Vaughan, Ontario. And it'll be Burlington trying to get themselves out of their own end. Some quick high press coming in from Saltfleet, trying to put some pressure on these Burlington players. And they're just going to back off a little bit now as Burlington will just settle in to the possession in their own end. There's a deep ball up down the left field line. Giving chase there is Barra. And the Saltfleet player will just let that one roll out of play for an early throw-in. Ganasek with the throw, trying to play this one down the line. Can't find her player, and Burlington is coming out with that ball. It's Villafleur. She plays it down to the left side as they try to play a through ball and can't find any of the players up top, and it's just going to go out for another throw-in for Burlington this time. It's going to be Ladhani now with a throw-in. She's got a player running into the middle, but chooses to play this one down the line. That player, though, can't control it, however, about can't, and it's going to go for it. Now it's another Saltfleet throw-in over on that far side of the field. Ganasek trying to throw that one over the Burlington midfielder's head. Can't do so. And the ball was going to fall down to the middle of the field for Favre. Favre's going to try and work her way in through. She gets by one player. Having a look at distance. Her shot, though, will get blocked. If the ball finds its way back to her feet, though, she's going to pass this one off to Villaflor. And Villaflor will try to switch this one over. She falls down as she tried to switch in. It'll be a free kick for the Bayhawks. As Villaflor gets knocked down as she was trying to send that switch over to that far side of the field. Villaflor is asking for some space. Man-to-man marking system right now for Saltfleet just on top of their penalty area. Holding a high line right now as this one's going to get played towards the corner. Just over the player coming in the far post as Burlington's trying to work their way into the area. That's West doing well and battling into the corner. West still going within. West is still able to get across and able to find a Burlington player. And it was Barra who was able to have that ball find her feet, but she just couldn't find her footing and redirect that one onto goal as it will steer itself wide. Great play there from Amanda West, hustling onto that far corner to get that cross in. And there was 3 blue jerseys right in front of the net. And unfortunately, Barra wasn't able to put that one in. Nadiercic mishits that goal kick, but she's going to have another opportunity as that ball will roll right back into her hands. This one's going to be booted down the floor and won by Villaflor. Saltfleet, though, will get there get that onto that ball, and they're going to get some first touches in with Richardson. She's going to pass it back to Lancia. She's going to try and see if they can play it up into the middle, and she is able to find one player as it's going to try to play a through ball up for Karna. Can't find her as that ball was struck a little bit too hard, and it'll go right to the waiting hands of Wyville in goal. Wyville going to play this one in short. Got some good pressure coming in from Saltfleet there. Forces the Burlington player to play this one a little bit quickly. And that's going to be Bouts trying to find a player in the middle. And Saltfleet will just boot this one down the field. But this one's going to be outside of that penalty area. And Wyville's going to let her defender go and play with this one. And they're able to hit this one up and down the line. Bout getting a good battle with her opposite number. That's Spihar. And Spihar is the player who's able to work it out for Saltfleet. Spihar with the cross now, trying to get onto that one, but couldn't redirect that one into the area, and that one will go out for a goal kick. That little high press that Saltfleet is currently putting onto Burlington right now, it seems to be working here early as they're forced couple turnovers so far. And we'll have to see, will they continue the pace all game long as it gets quite tiring as it goes in the air as Karna is going to battle for it. Bouts is going to settle this ball down for Burlington, and she's going to pass this one back in for Burnett. Burnett's going to try and play this one in, and West is going backwards, and she'll circle this one around in her own area. This comes a pass down the line for Boyle. Boyle able to get this one up for Barra. She's going to pass it off to Bout. Bout's going to turn with this one, and she'll bring this one all the way back to her defense, and carrying it up is Burnett. Burnett's looking for a player down the line to make the run. No one's making it yet, and she's forced to play this one up the middle, and Saltfleet will be able to get possession with this one, and they try to play a through ball right away, but Pachkovsky wasn't able to get away from the Burlington defender, and she won't be able to get onto the end of that through ball. Right. Down to here to the near side of the field for Stewart. Stewart plays this one into the middle. Get that pass will go in behind Boyle, and Saltfleet will get it possession with D'Alessio. And D'Alessio's pass, though, goes in behind her teammate's player, and this one will go for a Burlington throw-in. Passing just not there yet for either team here as they're starting to settle in, get used to the Ontario Soccer Center turf here as we got a run coming in on the right side with Spihar. She's going to try and play this one in. That one's just going to go ahead of Pachkovsky, however, and Wyville is able to come out of her goal and pick up that ball. She's going to roll this one out quickly, and she'll send this one to Bout. Bout's pass somehow works his way through a couple of jerseys, but a defender is able to pinch up and is able to retrieve it. Pachkovsky passes this one over. Karna tries a shot from distance, couldn't get that one off of the ground, and that one's going to be saved by Wyville. 6 minutes in, no score between Burlington and Saltfleet as we have a battle here between two teams very close to each other regional-wise in this Ontario Cup final in the girls under 17s. Slide tackle coming in at midfield. Coming in hard there was Gretzky, and that's going to force Burlington to go backwards as there's going to be a ball played up over the head by Ladhani. She's going to give her teammate Favre onto a run here. Can Favre get across in? No, she's not able to, as that ball just rolls a little bit too much onto the touch, and it's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. Starting to see some good pace coming in early down the wings for the Bayhawks. And we'll have to see, will that continue as Richardson's going to have that ball. She's going to pass it back as it'll be first time booted down the field. Can't find any player up top, and this one's going to roll out for the throw. Stewart's throw down line, able to find Favre. Favre into the midfield, gets it intercepted there by D'Alessio. And D'Alessio's going shoulder to shoulder with Bout. And Bout's trying to get forward, but it gets taken away by another Salt Fleet player who is able to pounce in there. Pachkovsky can't go anywhere, whereas we got some good defense coming in from right. And now it's going to be West coming in on the left side. West is battling hard, and some jerseys are being pulled on each side. And it's going to be West who is getting called for the foul. She put the arm around the Salt Fleet player, held her back there. And the referee, Laura Gutz, is going to have a word with her about that interaction. Going to play this one in short as it finds its way back for Gretzky. They're going to play this one in short for Toger. Toger, back it goes in for Gretzky. Gretzky's pass down the line, gets it intercepted by Bout. And now Bout's going to put this one right back under Salt Fleet pressure. And that one, though, doesn't get it over the head of Gretzky. Favre still battling for it, but she takes a tumble. And Salt Fleet still trying to hustle their way out of their own end. But this is more hustle coming in here from Boyle. Is able to get that ball right back into Burlington feet. Ladhani's pass can't find her teammate, however. And it's Salt Fleet's going to have an opportunity to get a throw in right now and see if they can work their way up the field. Ladhani wins the first ball. Bout with the second. Boyle's going to come in and settle that ball down for the Bayhawks. Has some good movement coming in there from Bout as she's able to find Boyle. Here comes the through ball in for West. And can West have enough speed to get this one? No. As Medjercic comes out of her goal, and she's going to boot this one down the field as we have a Salt Fleet player going down to the turf as she was trying to pass that ball. Favre settling this one. She's not able to go anywhere, and it's a good play coming in there from the midfielder as she tried to play it up to Pachkovsky. Can't find her, was it Lancia, and that's going to be Burlington back in possession in their own end with Ladhani. She's going to send this one out for Bout. Bout's going to try and settle this ball down as Burlington's going to remain with possession in their own end. Bout doing a good shoulder-to-shoulder battle. Each team is claiming that is their ball, and it's going to be Salt Fleet who gets the final wave. And it was actually, check that, the referee saw the assistant referee's flag change the mind there, and it's going to be a Burlington throw. Trying to find West down the line as this ball's going to go all the way back to the Salt Fleet keeper, and she's going to boot this one down the field. Headed on by Karna. Karna's going to have the second chance there, and she's able to find her teammate Spihar this time. Karna trying to find D'Alessio, who is running up the middle. That one is just too far ahead for her, and this ball will be recovered here by Wyville and Ladhani. Wyville's boot down the field. Falls in between two Salt Fleet players, but they have Gretzky who's going to make a run up the field. Passes off to Spihar. Spihar into the middle. Trying to battle there is right, and it's going to be D'Alessio, though, for Salt Fleet. He's going to come out with it, and there's a diving play coming out from Stewart. She'll be able to poke that ball away, and now for a throw-in. But Salt Fleet's starting to put some pressure in the Burlington end, and let's see if that will turn into some chances onto the Burlington goal. D'Alessio, she's going to call for that ball. Loses the ball, though, in her feet, and it's taken away. And it's West now. She's going to play this one up through the middle for Barra. Barra's going to try and put this one right back out to the far wing, but she mishit that one, and it's going to be settled down by Karna. You can tell right here, Burlington keeper Claire Wyville, very comfortable with the ball in her feet. She's not afraid to move that ball away around in her feet and has lots of confidence to pass it around towards her defense. And that's a huge personality trait to have as a keeper, as this one's going to go all the way back in now for Burnett. Burnett's going to try and play a ball through the air, and the ball somehow finds its way down to the foot of West. West to Favre. Favre trying to dance around the Salt Fleet player. Loses the ball, though, and Salt Fleet will be able to boot this one down the field. Burlington doing a good job getting into the Stony Creek's team's end, but haven't been able to find anything to do with that ball once they get there. But we'll see what can players like Amanda West do once she gets that opportunity. She has the ball right now. She'll pass this one back to Ladhani. And for Bout. Favre's making a run down the line, and there's that through ball in for Favre. Favre's going to bring this one into the court. She's got two players onto the top of the area. Tries to send a cross in, but there's Lancia there, the lone player back for the Salt Fleet team, as she was able to clear it aside, as there's going to be a foul going against Burlington, as there was a player who got shoved from behind going for the ball in the air. Kazak is going to play this one short for Gretzky. They're going to play a 1-2 with one another, as it's going to go into the midfield for Jimenez. Toger for Gretzky. Favre on the forecheck, as they're going to play this one out wide for Kanasek. Kanasek's going to play this one back in. D'Alessio. And for Gretzky, and Gretzky's going to boot this one down the field. And Salt Fleet right now just needs to find a little bit more movement in that midfield. They're passing it around back and forth, trying to find an open player, and they're being forced under the Burlington pressure just to send this one up the field to avoid a turnover. It's going to be Ladhani with the throw. It's going to go straight to Kanasek, and she's going to go all the way back to Medjercic in goal. She's going to have some time. Favre, though, was coming in very close, and she's able to get that pass off to Jimenez. Good job there from Gretzky getting away. She's got to deal with the second player, though, and she's able to get this one down the field, trying to get it up to Pachkovsky. Though she can't win the header, as Wright was able to get to that first, and it's Villaflor now for the Bayhawks. She's going to bring this one all the way back to Burnett, as Ladhani's now with it. Burlington trying to get that ball up to Favre. Gretzky doing a good job holding her ground, forcing the Burlington player off the ball, but she turns it over, though, straight to the foot of Villaflor. And now Villaflor is going to try and carry this one up, but Gretzky does well. She's going to get down onto the turf, lay out the leg, and she's able to slide it away out for a throw-in. We're nearing the 15-minute mark here. No score between Salt Fleet, Stony Creek, and the Burlington Bayhawks in the Girls Under 17 Ontario Cup final, but that might change right here as Barra gets knocked over as she's trying to charge onto goal. And the play is going to continue, though, as the ball's going to find its way into the corner. West is coming in with speed. She tries a low drive. It's still loose around, still bouncing on, and it's finally poked in! And it's Jordan Favre who puts it home. And the Burlington Bayhawks are able to score first after a low cross was drawn in by West. There was a couple loose touches there. Boyle got a touch there. She got her opportunity blocked, but Favre was able to find the ball, put it home, and the Bayhawks lead 1-0 here at the Ontario Soccer Centre. And now that's all it would take there, just one opportunity. And we see that pace coming in from West, some good force coming out from her. Send that ball into a dangerous area, and that's all it takes. If you put bodies in front of the net, something will happen, and something did happen there for the Bayhawks. Let's see how both teams will respond. And there's the goal scorer right now. That's Favre. She's going to hustle that ball into the corner, doing a good battle there with Lancia. And it's going to be Salt Fleet who touches that ball last, as it's going to be going for a throw-in for Barra. Stewart takes a tumble, but she's able to get the pass off to Barra. Barra is going to play this one into the middle of the area. Bout down to the right side for Favre. Favre's going to hustle, and she does well to keep this one right into the corner. Favre's going to do a low drive there, and back heel coming in from Boyle, but it's cleared aside by Gretzky. And Barra's going to put this one back in for Boyle. Stand by Bout. Bout finds West. This could be another chance here. West! Goal! Quick passing coming in from the Bayhawks, and Amanda West slides it right by the sliding goalkeeper, and right away, within a minute, it is 2-0 for the Burlington Bayhawks over the Salt Fleet Stony Creek squad, and it's Amanda West who is able to put that one home after a great job there from Barra, able to find Boyle. Boyle finds Bout, and right away sees that run coming in from West, takes a touch, puts it toward the inside, and right around the penalty mark, she fires that one by the keeper, and it's 2-0 for Burlington over Salt Fleet. And that's usually what happens. Both teams are always so vulnerable after that first goal. Some teams are still reacting what happened on that first goal. So it's usually very easy sometimes to respond after scoring a goal for the opposing team. But Burlington there realized we got an opportunity. Let's put in a second one, and that's a critical second goal. Favre now in midfield. She's got a run coming down the right side in Barra, and she's going to play this one down to the right side, and Barra's going to give chase. Trying to run this one into the corner, though, and gets it taken away by Toger. Good job from her. She's going to play this one down the line for Richardson, as it's not too clear who's touched off last, and it's going to be Salt Fleet's Richardson who had that final touch, as it will go for a throw-in. Stewart down the line for Barra. Barra shoves down that player, though, however, and it's going to be an easy free kick for Salt Fleet. They're going to play this one quickly into the midfield for Jimenez. Jimenez try to play this one up for D'Alessio. He gets this intercepted, though, by Villaflor. Good job there from Salt Fleet. They're able to get possession here on the near side. Richardson trying to play this one up, but he gets poked away by Wright. Wright has just done a great job following Nicole Pachkovsky all over the field, and she hasn't been able to take a touch yet because right as soon as she does, there's a player right on her in Madeline Wright. There's a second goal scorer in West. She's going to utilize that pace as she's going to drive her way into the left corner. West still driving in, and now she's going to have to cut back. She's going to take on to the defender one-on-one. Play this one back for Bout. Bout's going to take this one from distance, but right to the waiting hands of Madiercic, and she's able to make the save. Anna Bout and Amanda West working together there onto that opportunity as they're trying to see if they can add another one to the tally. You just see that ball carrying its way towards that far side of the field off of the drop kick. As you mentioned, a little bit of a slight wind going towards that far side, as isn't favoring either team, but that's due to the reason why a lot of that play has been on that far side. It's going to see a couple substitutions happen here shortly. Looks like for both teams in just a moment. And we'll have to see at the next stoppage of play. But it's going to be Burlington now with possession. They're not choosing to force this one up the field. They're just going to play this one back all the way in now for Wright. Wright's going to try and find Barra. Getting to it first, though, was Lancia. Karma. Back it goes now for D'Alessio. Gretzky's pass can't find Jimenez. It's finding his way now for Kenesic. Kenesic down to the right side. Spihar. D'Alessio. She's going to play through the ball in. This could be dangerous. Nice little run coming in. Here comes Karna. Karna's going to go on the right side. She's able to get a cross in, but there is Wright once again, and she's able to block it. And she's going to get some help there from her teammate. That was Burnett, and Burnett boots this one down the field, and they're able to clear it away from this oncoming pressure. Here come the substitutions coming in for the squads. Looks like it's going to be Burlington making their first substitution. And it's going to be Paige McCara coming into the game. McCara's going to replace Victoria Barra. So a switch into the right wing now, and McCara will slot herself into this near side of the field. It's going to be a triple substitution coming in shortly for the Salt Fleet squad. And honestly, in this type of situation, that's probably the best solution. Get some fresh blood onto the field. See if they can find a spark in one of these three players that are coming on. As it's going to be Stewart. She's going to play a deep ball, and that's going to go over her teammate's head in Favre. And it's going to be settled in by Gretzky. But West read that pass all over, and West is going to intercept. West cuts this one inside to Favre. Favre, though, trying to get it forward, but Jimenez does a great job taking the ball away from her, but Bout wins that ball right back for Burlington. She's going to pass this one off to Makara. Makara is going to get it in now for Boyle. Boyle's going to try from distance, and it's going to be Mediocic who's able to get down, and she'll be able to put that two hands on top of it and make the save. Richardson does well to bring this one down the line. Now she's going to send this one up. And too far, though, ahead for any of their two strikers up on top. And Wyville will be able to settle that ball down on their feet. Villaflor down on the near side. There's Stewart. Nice little 1-2 with her teammate Boyle. And Stewart's going to play this one up for McCarr. McCarr, though, was a little bit flat-footed there, however, and wasn't able to reach far enough to get to that ball. As Salt Fleet's going to make their 3 substitutions now. It's going to be coming up. It's going to be Ivana Kanasek coming on, as well as Brianna Bishop and Penich are the players coming off. Spihar, Pachkovsky, and Karna are the 3 players coming off, as Bishop's going to get her first opportunity coming into the game. Bishop, though, tries to continue to get it forward, gets it taken it away from her, and Villaflor is going to pass this one up for West. West tried to play it up for Favre, a little bit too strong on the pass, though, and it's going to be Toger is going to kick this one away and out for throw-in. 23 minutes have been played so far in this girls under 17 Ontario Cup final. It's 2-0 for the Burlington Bayhawks over Salt Fleet Stony Creek, as Burlington's going to try and see if they can get another ball into the corner here. And this one's just going to, looks like it almost was going to be shielded away, but Favre didn't give up on it, and that's going to force Salt Fleet to boot this one down the field. Good speed coming in by Bout. Bout's going to cross this one and trying to get to McCarr, and McCarr almost got there. But Medjercic does well to get out of her goal. And she's going to hit this one down forward. Good touch there from Richardson, able to control this one. She's going to bring it back to her defense. Lansing going to place one down the line. Can't find any jersey, though. And McCarr is going to cross this one in. And it's going to be Toger, though, who gets to it first, and she heads this one aside. Gretzky's deep ball down the field. She's going to send Penich onto a little bit of a run. And it's going to be too far ahead for her, though. And it's going to roll over that line. Going to be a throw in here for Ladhani. She's going to throw this one down, and it goes all the way now to Burnett. Burnett's going to bring this one all the way back to her keeper. And Burlington might look to play this one back into that far side of the field. A lot of success has been happening for them over on that far side. And you can see they're continuously choosing to play there and go through Amanda West and to see if they're going to continue to do so, or they're going to switch and try to play here on this near side. But here comes Salt Fleet with an opportunity. Here comes a run coming in on the right side. That's Kanasek. Kanasek just came off the field. She tries to cross in. That one's going to hit off the leg of Villaflor, and it's going to be a corner kick for Salt Fleet. And that's a great opportunity. But Kanasek looks like she's coming up, favoring her leg a little bit after that cross. And we'll see if she's going to be okay. Her teammate's going to come over, Penich, and taking a look at her and see if she's going to be all right. But it looks like she's just going to, looks like she's called for a substitution. The referee I saw called for one. But it looks like she's just going to toughen this one out, is Kanasek. And play is going to continue here with the Salt Fleet corner kick. This is the opportunity they need. This one's going to curl in, but too much onto the curl, and it'll go in behind the net for a goal kick. Salt Fleet missing an opportunity there, as that entire team was crowded around that goal area, and they weren't able to put it under danger. Karna, who just came off the field just a couple minutes ago, had a quick rest in, and she's going to come on and replace Gretzky onto the defensive line. So Karna, who has started on the central midfield, she's going to go back into a center back position now for Salt Fleet. There's going to be another substitution here for Burlington. It's going to be Ladhani, the player coming up, and Dakota Schleichkorn is going to be the player coming on here for the Bayhawks. So both teams utilizing their bench right now. seeing if they can continue to try to get back into this game for Salt Fleet or hold on to this lead. D'Alessio doing well, trying to get by right, not able to. And Mikara, though, battling there, and it's going to hit off of Mikara last. It's going to be a throw-in for Salt Fleet. Richardson yelling at her team right now, saying, where are my options? And she's going to try and see if she can play this one between two players, and it finds its way down for D'Alessio. D'Alessio falls down. The referee says no. The pass will go back for Bishop. Bishop tries a shot, and that one will get blocked. And Burlington is able to clear it away temporarily. D'Alessio was able to continue making a run there. She falls down. The referee said no, however. And he went back for Bishop, who tried that opportunity and couldn't get forward. But a great throw in there from Richardson. Didn't have many options to throw it into. Just found the run in between the two blue jerseys and able to keep it forward. Bishop trying to toe the line there. And it hits off of her, unfortunately, last. And it's going to be a goal kick for Burlington. And they're going to play this one quickly. A lot of action on the near side. Let's play it quickly over on the far side. But West can't control it off of the goal kick. But it finds its way down to the foot of Boyle. Boyle down to the middle of the field. That finds West. West has Favre in front of her on the left, and she's going to play down into the corner. And Favre's going to give chase. But there's Karna. She came on as the substitute right there in the center back. She's able to win it back for her team. Wind is starting to pick up here in Vaughan. Has a great job there, right coming out of her position. Takes it off of Bishop. She passes off to Mikara. And Mikara, though, can't get it up the field for Favre. Jimenez down to the near side. Richardson. Jimenez was calling for it, and Favre hustled back, seeing that, and she slid down and blocked that pass. Here comes West. West, though, just can't reach that one, but it finds its way all the way back now for Bout. Bout's going to fake, cutting inside, and she's going to go towards the outside. Bout crosses this one in, but there it goes, cleared away by Toger. Nice little fake there coming in from Anna Bout. Fake like she was going to go inside. Got the defender confused as she cut right back towards the outside to create that opportunity. Bout, though, gets shouldered off the ball, and she can't reach to that one at all, and it's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. Salt Fleet right now might have to start to look, and they're going to make another substitution here, trying to see if they can find that one player who's going to maybe all you need in these types of situations, that one play, that one move that gets your crowd, your fans, your team excited and marching forward. And here comes the substitution. It's going to be Alexa Fama coming on. And Richardson is the player who will be coming off the field. So switching the attacking forces here once again for Salt Fleet. New players all onto the field to play. The only player left on to the attacking side is Erica D'Alessio for Salt Fleet. Boyle doing a great job holding her ground. She passes this one back up for Stewart. Stewart can't send the through ball in, and Mikara is going to battle in there, but Jimenez is able to take it away. D'Alessio battling against Boyle once again. And who's going to be the one to come out with this one? It's going to be Boyle, but she put the whole body down on the line to get it forward. Favre able to send it forward as she tried to find West. That one gets blocked by Jimenez, and she'll do the smart thing and bring it back towards her defense. It's going to be the two Kanaseks working together right now. It's going to be passing it up here to the left side for Ivana Kanasek. She passes this one back towards her teammate. That was Adriana Kanasek. And now it's going to be Jimenez. Back it goes for Kanasek. Bishop. Nice movement between Jimenez and Bishop. And now Bishop's going to try and lob this one over a little bit too far ahead for D'Alessio. And Wyville's going to roll this one in. And although it's the first half and we're only half an hour into the game, I guess there's never a better time really to kill a few seconds onto the clock. Wyville's going to roll this one down, finds Stewart. Stewart going to play this one up down the line for Boyle. Boyle has Mikara running down on the right side. She's going to find her. Favre's making a nice run down the middle, but Mikara can't get the good ball, though. And there's Toger there to poke that one aside. Good job there from Bishop. She's going to try and reach out to it, but Villaflor is able to slide out there and poke the ball away. Here comes Favre down to West. West cuts back to her right foot. West from distance. And they go straight to Madiercic in goal, and she's able to catch that one. Favre, I think, was calling for that return pass when they played that 1-2. But West, when you're natural proven goal scorer and you're on top of the penalty area, you can see the whole goal. It's just within your own instincts to want to get that opportunity and get a shot onto goal. That one's going to hit off of the foot of Stewart last. They're going to take the throw-in there, and Saltfleet was going to make a substitution, but it was a quick throw-in taken, and Alessio wasn't ready for it as she was expecting the throw-in, and it's going to find its way back into Burlington possession. This one's going to go down to the line, and it's going to be Kanasek. She's going to bring this one all the way back for Karna. Karna back in for Kanasek. Kanasek, though, can't reach it, and it goes now in for Boyle. Boyle working with Bout. Favre's making the run down the middle, and it's a good ball played in, but Favre, though, didn't continue that run. If you continued that run in behind the defender instead of trying to cut back into the middle, Favre might have been able to get to that one, but she cut back inside, and Toger did a good job just shielding her away and was able to poke it out for a throw-in. Bout holding this one into the corner. Gonna play this one. This one's just gonna go right across that line. Saltfleet players all thought that was just going to go out eventually, and they realized that was not going to happen, and it's going to go out for another Burlington throw. Looks like Burlington's going to use this opportunity to make another substitution right here, and it's going to be coming into the game, it's going to be Rebecca Lee. Rebecca Lee's going to come in. She's going to replace Boyle into the central midfield. So it's going to be Lee coming in for Boyle. Villaflor, she having a look there from distance, but it's going to be caught easily there from Madjercic. It won't trouble her in goal. She's going to boot this one down the field. And unfortunately, what I'm seeing right there, just nobody was up the field for Saltfleet. But there's Kanasek, though, doing a great job winning it into the midfield. D'Alessio's not able to turn around, and it's going to be a free kick for Saltfleet. Let's see if they can use this opportunity. Jimenez looks like she's going to boot this one down the field, as she doesn't really have an option to play this one short right now. Kanasek saying to hit this one over. So here comes that ball from Jimenez. Can they get it over? No, they can't, as there's Wright once again. And check that was Stewart this time, and Stewart was able to clear it away. Here comes Favre onto the chase. She's able to settle down. She's got two players right to the next of her, but Jimenez did a great job getting back into her position, and she's going to shut down that counterattack. Jimenez passing this one back. Toger's got to play this one first time. Intercepted there by Stewart. West now to control. Check that. That's Bout. Bout in for Lee. Lee down to the right side. Just gets the through ball in. And here comes Makara into the penalty area. This could be dangerous. Makara with a low drive. Finds a player, but Lee couldn't get the power behind that shot. And it will go right to the waiting hands of Madjercic. That was a great through ball in coming in from Bow. Able to find Makara, and Makara utilizing the open space that she had, took it all the way she could, and just couldn't get that finish home, though, was Lee. Now here comes a chance the other way, but Penich wasn't able to reach that one in time as Wyville was ready for that one, and she came hustling out of her goal. Wyville going to boot this one down the field and finds the way down for Favre. Favre gets it knocked away from her by Toger, and it's going to be settled down by Lee. Back for Favre. There's a run coming in over on the left side. That's Schleichhorn. Schleichhorn trying to cross this one in, but it goes too far ahead for West, and that one's going to roll its way all the way out for a goal kick. And we're going to have some substitutions again here for Saltfleet. 3 substitutions coming in. D'Alessio is going to be one of the players coming off, as is Lancia. So Isabella Springett's going to come in onto the left fullback position. Pachkovsky's going to go back to her striker position. And Kanasek is going to need some help from one of her teammates here to get off the field. And Grutsky is going to find her way back onto the field to play. Madjercic kick doesn't find anyone again. That ball just rolls its way to the outside. Burlington, though, going to play this one quickly. Lee, though, took a slip onto the turf, however, and that's going to be settled into the possession here for Jimenez. Jimenez going to play this one back in for Gretzky, and Toger does well to run this one back, and she's going to hit this one forward. And now here comes Pachkovsky. This is her first opportunity since coming back on the field, and she's trying to hustle and win it back, and it's going to go for Burlington throw. Toronto FC is the official premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the presenting partner of the Ontario Player Development League, Province's Youth High Performance League. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit TorontoFC.com for tickets and more. West now in possession as Pachkovsky had a good opportunity just a second ago. Couldn't find any teammates to work it for, but now West is going to try and take it up herself. Good pace coming out from West. West is going to keep going. West is going to keep going. West keep going, and she just lost the power at the end, and she couldn't get the power in behind and get that one through. But what a run coming all the way from the midfield from Amanda West, taking it all herself, and was able to get the shot away, but just wouldn't trouble Medjercic in goal. Spring it. She's going to play that ball up the field. Knocked away, back right in by right. Settled in to the midfield. That's Fama. Fama back. It goes for Jimenez. And Jimenez is going to bring this one in for Bishop. Bishop's gone into a central midfield position now after all the substitutions. And Karna has gone back towards that attacking midfield side as Gretzky, who misplayed that pass, goes back to her center back position. Thrown will get taken down the line. Again, both these two previous meetings between these two teams did have a lot of goals. It was a 2-2 draw the first time. This one's going to get played in for McGara, but they're a Spring It, though, and Spring It does well. And she clears this one right to the leg of Stewart. Stewart, though, can't continue her run. And now Bout's going to try and see if she can continue it for her. As Saltfleet's all yelling at each other, step up, get a high line. And now does well as it forces that ball going over. And Medjercic is able to come out of her goal, and she's able to catch that one. Good job there from Saltfleet, recognizing a little bit under some pressure, get a higher line, and it's going to be Pachkovsky who gets knocked down, but they get put together that high line, and it forces the players from Burlington to back off a little bit, and they're not able to get to the end of that through ball. Free kick in for Saltfleet. They're going to leave this one in for Bishop to take. Great opportunity. I would be sending a lot of the bodies going forward right now, trying to see if they can get on the end of this one. They have one player coming in down on that right wing wide open right there if they were going to play that one into the corner. And they are going to play it. They see it. Good fake there from Bishop. I didn't even think she saw it. Nice little cut back there. Can they get the cross off, though? And it goes all the way back for Bishop. Bishop's going to take a touch. Get to her left foot. That's going to take a deflection. And it's going to go down, and Wyville's able to catch that one. Good idea there from Bishop, working together with Kanasek over on that right corner. Kanasek, though, couldn't get that cross away, and it was immediately put together by three blue jerseys right over her. And Bishop, though, couldn't get that shot going through. His bout's going to get called, and she's going to win her team a free kick. Stewart going to play this one quickly into the midfield for Villefleur. She's going to pass this one all the way over to the far side. And carrying this one up is Schleichhorn. Schleichhorn trying to play a through ball in. That gets blocked by Kanasek. And she's going to put this one into the midfield for Jimenez. Jimenez has done a good job so far in this first half, but she can't find any of the two players up top, as it's going to be right, putting this one right back under Saltfleet pressure as McCarr is going to get into the right corner. She's going to send across in. It's able to find Favre. Favre, though, trying to get that pass off for West and can't find her. Now Bishop's going to try and come the other way. Bishop trying to send it up the right side. Can't find Penich up top. And it's going to be settled in by Penich, though, as she's going to get it back for Bishop. And Bishop's going to make sure that ball stays in Saltfleet possession. Ball goes in here on the near side for Spring It. Spring It down the line, trying to find Karna, though. Can't get to it as Stewart was able to read that one. Here comes Stewart, and Stewart's getting some confidence, and she sends a nice ball in for Favre. Favre, not too sure what to do with it. She's going to try and go with her left foot and just misses the near post. Jordan Favre realizing she's got to take an opportunity onto goal there, cut it back to the left foot, and just couldn't find it forward. And Shield will come off the field on a substitution, as it's going to be Ladhani coming back onto the field of play. And coming into the game will be Victoria Berra as well, and she's going to replace Favre, who scored that first goal. Substitution as well for Saltfleet. Coming back into the game, Elena Spihar. She's going to replace Penich over on the right wing side. So Saltfleet rotating the players and trying to see if they can find that one player who can lead them to that first goal. Villaflor shakes away herself from Bishop, and now she's going to try and split the defense. Can't do so as Gretzky blocks it. Ball finds the way back for Bout, and Bout's going to send it up for Berra. Berra back into the midfield for Bout, and she falls down after it looks like Carner brought her down, and it's going to be a free kick on a very good area for the Bayhawks. And this one is a striking territory, I would say. If you're anyone on the Burlington Bayhawks, you're going to be going for goal from this distance. It's going to be Bout and Villaflor ready up to take this one. Just 3 players into the wall here. Normally, I would say from about this distance and that type of angle, you would add a 4th player in just due to the likeliness of a shot being taken from this distance. But we'll have to see. As Bout's going to go for goal and just goes over the bar. Good pace. Just a bit too much, though, as it just flies it over. And it's going to go for the goal kick. Good shot there from Annabelle. Nice little fake there. The entire time she had a look over on the left side. It looked like she was kind of faking, like she was going to play this one in as a cross. And at the last moment, turned her head and focused on the shot, which likely might have been a reason why she overshot it there. But good ideas coming in there from the Bayhawks. As Burnett is just going to shield this one out of play for a throw. And Schleichhorn is going to throw this one in. She's going to play a 1-2 there with West. And West has some time now to carry this one up. West is going to play a through ball in for Berra. This one might be a little too far for her. But Berra is going to keep hustling. And she's going to follow that one all the way out for a goal kick. Just a reminder, at 3 p.m. will be the men's Ontario Cup final. Caledon FC will be going against Ottawa St. Anthony. And a good battle there between 2 top teams in the men's Ontario Cup final. As Burlington's going to play a little 1-2. Unable to get that return pass, though, was Bout. And Saltfleet's going to work their way out of their end. But again, right, stepping up quickly, was able to intercept, and that ball finds its way up for Stewart. Stewart's going to lob this one in, but no one was up the field there for the Bayhawks, and Medjercic is able to catch this one out. She tried to roll it out to her defense, though, and it gets intercepted right away by Lee. Lee is going to send this one up for West. West, though, continues to go with it forward, and West is going to go in strong, but the referee says that was all ball. Play will continue as West has it into the corner. West is going to try and take the defender on, and a little pushing and shoving happening between her and Kanasek after the whistle. It's been a good physical battle between those 2 players. Booting this one down as it's going to be Schleichhorn trying to find Berra, but getting up high there was Gretzky, and now Springett will boot this one right back down to the right side as we're going to wait for the indication here from the 4th official onto the added time, as it's 2 minutes left to go here in this first half. So Burlington lead. 2 quick goals coming in from Jordan Favre, and Amanda West quickly added a second one almost a minute right after that first goal, and it's 2-0 for the Bayhawks here over the Saltfleet Stony Creek. Burlington has had majority of the possession and chances so far, but besides those 2 main chances, it's been a relatively fair game otherwise. So Saltfleet's just got to find a way to see if they can create themselves some more momentum, get some opportunities onto the Burlington goal, and before you know it, they could be getting themselves right back into this. Jimenez, dangerous ball into the midfield, and Ladhani is able to intercept. She tried to do a first-time pass up for Berra. Didn't realize maybe she probably had more time there, and Salt Fleet regains the ball. Hearing right now Coach Carmine Lancia talking to the team, saying making it easy right now for Burlington, making some easy passes for them to intercept. It's kind of, he was telling his team right there that it's almost like you can photograph where they're going. As West is going to come in with speed. West is going to carry forward. West cuts back to her left, goes back to her right, is West. And Medierchich did well following her, and she's able to make the save. Amanda West doing another one of those runs down that left wing, cuts it towards the middle of the field. And this one was saved as Bishop's going to try and pass this one back for Jimenez. Berra in for Ladhani. Burlington trying to get one more chance before the halftime break. She passes it off to Stewart. Stewart gets it up now for Berra. And it's going to be Toger, though, who pokes that one aside for Burlington throw-in. Stewart down the line, able to find one of our players, and that one will get blocked, and it's going to be Fama who hits it down the line as there goes the halftime whistle in these girls under 17 Ontario Cup Finals. It is the Burlington Bayhawks 2, Salt Fleet Stony Creek 0. I'd like to thank everyone who's tuned in for this match, and thank you to Ontario soccer partner Soccer Express for their first-class support. As Canada's premier dealer, Soccer Express has everything needed to take your game to the next level. Visit www.soccerx.com to check out the latest gear from Adidas, Nike, Puma, Admiral, and more. We're going to go towards the halftime break, folks. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming up next.
All paths will lead to Southern Ontario in the spring of 2019. From March 1st to 3rd, London will play host to the Ontario Soccer Summit. Tickets for your personal and professional growth go on sale November 1st, and with it, a whole roster of 2019 speakers. This is your chance to further the development in your game and further it in ours. This is your chance to discover, develop, and excel.
I want to ask you, what is it you want to do?
Yeah.
So you've been working on some things in the community, youth focused, and still in its infancy, so I won't put you on the spot too much, but just sort of tell us what your goals are there in trying to reach out to the soccer community as a whole, and what you're looking for there.
Well, I want to see this game develop in Canada. I think we have a unique opportunity, and the time is now with the World Cup coming here in 2026 to really take this game to the next level. I've saw enough movements, whether it be with television numbers or participation or excellence coming out of the Greater Toronto area and indeed the entire country of Canada, to make me think that this is it, this is where it's happening, and this is it now, and I want to be part of that. Because everybody wants to be part of something special, and I'm exactly the same, and I think something special is happening right now, and I have a great passion for community. I love being out there and meeting people and using the skills that I have as a person, or I had as a soccer player, which to me, you know, I was always a captain. I have leadership skills. I have attributes that can make a difference to a kid, or to a team, or to any organisation, and I just want to figure that out. I think that we're on the right path, but there's many ways that we can improve our elite pathways. I want to see the 5 lads that make it into that team for the 2026 World Cup, or I know maybe the 19 Women's World Cup's probably coming a bit soon, but the 2023 next Women's World Cup, you know, there's fantastic participation, boys and girls, in this province, and we have a lot of talent, and I just think there's some areas that we need to tweak a little bit to maximise that talent.
Ontario Soccer is redefining the way that a sports organisation should engage with its partners.
It is a privilege to work with Ontario Soccer.
I think it's very exciting times for Ontario Soccer.
Ontario Soccer has been a great partner.
Their value system is a great alignment with the Gatorade brand.
Partnership is truly a give and take, and mostly it starts with giving, and that's why they've been such great partners.
What really makes us different is our reach, our relevance, and our resources. In terms of reach, we're connecting with almost 1 million Ontarians that are passionately connected with the game of soccer as players, as coaches, as match officials, and as volunteers.
The organization is growing so rapidly, and just the fan base.
The leadership, the teamwork, the communication skills.
The representation, and just the people in general.
We work with a number of UEFA federations back in Europe. We work with the NSCAA in America, working with Ontario Soccer. Really gives us, you know, significant credibility across Canada.
The relevance really speaks to how we connect with the grassroots and all the people that are playing and consuming the game of soccer.
Ontario Soccer obviously provide a platform for kids to play soccer, which is, you know, the numbers are huge, and the sort of excitement and the enthusiasm for the game is absolutely massive.
They are engaged with 650 plus clubs, academies, and regions across the province, and it helps us immensely to reach our target demographic.
The game of soccer evolves, and you have to evolve with it or you'll be left behind, and I think Ontario Soccer is at the forefront of youth development and grassroots soccer.
The resources is really summarized by our market-leading talent that we have as part of our Ontario Soccer team, but also the bricks and mortar that is really exemplary with our Ontario Soccer Centre that truly acts as the pinnacle of the game across Ontario.
Their team really is best in class at understanding our brand and really ideating around how we can come together to collaboratively elevate the athlete experience.
For us, one of the other things that was key was the relationship that we've had with Bjorn Osiek. Bjorn was a customer in the past. He's a great ambassador to our company, and he's also a close friend.
And all this together really makes us the ideal partner for anyone wanting to play in the soccer space.
So what does a coach look like who's sort of doing the right things, and what does a coach look like who's maybe not doing necessarily the right things to keep those kids in the game?
The coach that has the connection or relationship to the players and understands them aside from the X's and the O's, the technical, the tactical, all that stuff, those are the ones that are going to have players continue to come back. You know, it's not always about, you know, reaching a national team or playing for a scholarship. Very few players get that opportunity. We have a big base, so it's about, you know, giving players the opportunity, if they want to get there someday, to be in the environment to get there, but also giving them the opportunity just to play soccer for life. And I think that, you know, you look and ask the number one reason why players stop playing, it's not fun. And why is it not fun? Because they generally don't like their coach. They might not like behaviors. There's something about it that we have in our own control that has basically turned them off for the large part.
So what would that be? What would be something that would turn someone off?
Not enjoying a practice, The traditional getting there and working on fitness and not touching a soccer ball for the first 20 minutes of a practice. Kids love to play. Joystick coaching on a sideline. Players play, coaches coach. We should do our coaching in the training sessions on the sideline with the players. Let the players on the field play. Yes, you want to give some instruction on certain things, but you hear those coaches running up and down the sideline, screaming and yelling instructions, and players, as a player, I used to hate it. As a coach, I hate it even more. I think for us, it's giving those simple things, eliminate some of those, and that'll make a big difference.
Week in and week out, League One Ontario is where the best players in Ontario run their game. Over the last 4 years, more than 100 athletes have moved on to pro clubs locally and abroad. Hundreds more have found opportunities across North America with post-secondary scholarships. With 13 teams in the women's division and 17 in the men's, there is a Pro-Am squad in your area looking for the next star in the making. League One Ontario, where the next generation of stars plays today.
And welcome back to the Ontario Soccer Stadium for the second half action in the Under-17 Girls Ontario Cup Final as the Burlington Bayhawks lead the Saltfleet Stony Creek squad 2-0 here on this cold afternoon in Vaughan, Ontario. I'm your play-by-play host, Martin Ohms, here as the two teams get ready to take the field. They have switched sides, and they were getting ready to get action underway here in just a moment. It was two quick back-to-back goals for the Bayhawks. Jordan Favre picked up a loose ball. She was able to start off the scoring for Burlington, and Amanda West responded with a quick passing play and finish, and that put Burlington up to 2-0 here. Burlington will be in the blue and yellow, going from your right to your left on your screens at home, and in the whites, it's going to beat Saltfleet. Going from your left to your right, we got a little bit of a wind going on. It's going towards that far side of the field, so we saw a lot of the action going towards there in that first half. We'll see if that's going to be the case here once again with this wind. Starting off the second half, it's going to be Pachkovsky with Saltfleet getting us back underway here at this Under-17 Girls Ontario Cup Final. I already noticed a goalie switch coming in for Saltfleet. Emma Crosswell has now entered the game as the keeper, so she's going to replace Maya Medjercic in goal into this second half. So Crosswell is in net for Saltfleet and see if she can lead her team to a good defensive line as they're going to play this one quickly in behind their back line. Don't forget, we have one more game here left today at 3 p.m. It's going to be Caledon FC against Ottawa St. Anthony in the Men's Ontario Cup Final. You're going to want to make sure you tune in for that one, as this one's going to be played in short, and there's going to be Wright. It's going to find its way all the way down to Stewart there on to the right side. Stewart's going to do a nice little cutback, and she's going to carry this one over midfield. Pass this one back in for Bout. Bout's going to keep carrying this one up. Has a run coming in on the left side, and Ladhani tried to find her, but it got intercepted there by Jimenez. Jimenez gives it back to Toger, and she sends it up now for Bishop. Spring it over there over on the left side. She's going to play this one back into Jimenez. Jimenez had to get away from the two oncoming Burlington players, and she wasn't able to get a touch onto that ball, and West will now come all the way back for the Bayhawks. She's able to play it into the midfield, and here comes a chance coming the other way with Bout. Bout's going to try and send a through ball in for Favre, but good job there from Toger, just getting the foot out in time to block that pass. Saltfleet trying to slow it down. Like we've been mentioning, fairly even game. Burlington has had a majority of the chances, and they did find those two quick goals. But besides those few minutes, Saltfleet has managed to get themselves some possession, but they just got to get themselves some offensive support. But here comes Bout running her way in, and there is a great job there from Gretzky. She stands strong, and she's able to come out with that ball. Bishop now able to settle it. She's got some options over on the right side. It looked like she tried to play down the middle, though, and now the ball can't find its way over to Spihar. And if you're Spihar right now, you've got to be calling for that ball as you're open there over on that right wing. was having to listen in on those halftime talks between both teams, and it was very fascinating to listen to the Salt Fleet squad. You're hearing the captain right there telling her team, saying this is their moment, this is what they've been waiting for. Don't want to look back and say you didn't give it all you had, and that is a great message to send towards the team. Give it whatever you have left, and just so you can say at the end of the day, you gave and played your hardest. And we'll see if that can help them going forward, as Burlington's going to get some possession into the midfield. It's going to be Bout going over there to the right side for Burnett. She's going to play it down as she's going to find one of her teammates who takes a stumble there. But the play is going to continue as this ball is going to be booted down the line. Jimenez. Back it goes now for Gretzky. Gretzky into the midfield for Bishop. Great touch from her as she is able to get down to the right side for Kanasek. Seeing a much more motivated start here coming out from Salt Fleet. Burnett was looking about going forwards. Does a smart thing, plays this one back in for right, and she'll switch this one all the way over to Stewart now. And Stewart has some space to carry that ball up, and she finds a nice little line there as it goes all the way up for Boyle, who's back on the field. Boyle's going to turn with this ball, and she's going to try and play it forward for Favre, and just can't get to her as it's going to be kicked away. And Crosswell will get her first touch as she boots this one up the field. Pachkovsky, she gets bodied down there by Wright. And Pachkovsky got the header there. Very fortunate it wasn't a foul being called there, as she got almost football tackled down there as she was going up for that header. Bout's going to play this through ball in, trying to find Favre once again. And Crosswell yells at her defense, saying, that's my ball. And she's able to pick up that ball. Second of 3 games here today. Earlier we saw Vaughan Missouri take home the boys under 17 championship. They took home the Ontario Cup trophy over Ajax FC in a 2-0 game there. As it's going to be seeing if Burlington can pick up their second Ontario Cup championship, as the under 21 women's team took home the trophy earlier this year. Spihar going to try and play this one in through, and Pachkovsky's going to give chase, and Wyville calls that one, and that's going to force the Salt Fleet player to back off. And sometimes you do that as a keeper. Sometimes when you yell keep, it's not only just for your defense. This is also an intimidation factor. As you saw right there, the striker just backing off a little bit, realize, okay, the keeper's got it then, and it slows down your run a little bit, and you know it's going to be that keeper's ball. Ladhani with it. She's going to try and play a through ball and able to get it up now for Boyle. Boyle's going to try and turn this one, and she's able to get it off now for Bout, and Bout's going to carry this one over midfield. There's a through ball in, gets to the foot of Favre. A little miscommunication between the two defenders, but that ball finds its way out to the outside, and it gets cleared away there by Gretzky. A little bit of funny bouncing happening as the ball gets bouncing off the two players there onto the turf. Stewart with a nice little seeing eye through ball. And Crosswell, though, is able to come out of her goal, and she gets to that one. Stewart doing a great job coming all the way from her right back position. Just that's the second or third time we've seen a nice little through ball being played through her. It goes by everybody, but unfortunately can't find anyone up top. That drop kick will get booted down the field, and it's going to be settled in now by Villefleur. Going to play it into the midfield. Finds Boyle, and got to give credit to the Bayhawks. They're continuously finding those players down the middle and making those quick passes, as this one's going to try to crossed over. Can't get it, though, to Favre, and it gets cleared aside from that cross coming from Barra. But Bout's not giving up on this one. She's going to get a cross going away as well, and this one is just going to roll over the touchline now. It's going to be a goal kick, and that's going to allow some substitutions happen here for Salt Fleet Stony Creek. Erica D'Alessio is one of the players coming back into the game. I see Kanasek is one of the players coming off, as well as Fama. So Richardson is going to replace Fama. And Springett is the third substitution. And Lancia is going to come back into her original position on the left back spot. So 3 starters coming back into the game overall, all 3 of them on that far side of the field for Salt Fleet. So play will resume here with the goal kick coming in from Crosswell, and she's going to hit this one over the head of Bishop. But Bishop's going to be the one battling within. She's doing well to shake off those two Burlington players, and she's able to get the pass away. Karna sends the through ball in on the left side, and she's going to give Richardson a run. But Wyville is able to come out of her goal, and she gets to that one first. Comes the boot down the field. Barra is the only player there, and that's going to allow a lot of time there for Lancia to sell it. She'll hit it back for Jimenez. Gretzky up the middle. Able to find a teammate there, and Gretzky's going to get a second opportunity. She's going to loop this one in forward. Chasing after that, that's Pachkovsky battling with Burnett. Second player there in D'Alessio helping out her teammate, and that's going to help Southfleet come out with that ball. Little push on the back there from Boyle, and the two players there not a little happy there as Gretzky gave a little bit of a push back onto Boyle as she was trying to get back onto her feet. It's going to be a free kick there, and it's going to be Bishop getting ready to set up on this one. She's got an option to play this one onto the short, but wouldn't be the best of ideas, I would think, since it's so close towards that touch line. Comes that ball from Bishop. Headed away, though, by Wright. Little miscommunication between the two players on Southfleet, and this is going to allow Burlington trying to come the other way. Ladhani hits this one up to Favre. Favre one-on-one with the defender, Toger. Favre's going to cut towards the inside, and good job there from Toger. Bodies her away. The nice little shoulder-to-shoulder challenge, and it's going to be Southfleet who's able to withstand their attack, and now they're going to come and try to go the other way. And it's Bihar's trying to carry this one over midfield. She's got Bishop. Bishop has it, and Bishop's going to try and switch this one completely over, but there's Wright able to block it down, but the pass will still find its way over to Richardson. She's got a player coming in on the overlap, and it's going to play it down to her. Lancia into the middle of the field for Jimenez. Southfleet showing some life, and that's sometimes all you need, that one nice little move, one nice little play, and Toger, with that nice little play on that 1v1, might have motivated her team a little bit going forward. Ladhani doing well. Hold that one forward, and she's going to get that throw and take it quickly. Trying to get it to Favre, and D'Alessio does well, though it stays in front of it, and she's able to get that pass off. 55 minutes have been played, 2-0 for Burlington Bayhawks over Southfleet Stony Creek here in this Girls Under 17 Ontario Cup final. Southfleet, though, has had majority of the possession here in the second half, though, and all they're needing is just to see if they can get some chances going forward, and can they get one here with Richardson, but a diving play from Stewart gets it aside for a throw-in, and right away you hear Coach for Southfleet yelling finally at the team right now. This is finally the plays that they need to go forward. This is what he wants to see. And we're going to have a substitution. It's going to be Spihar, the player coming off, and Penich will come back into the game onto the right wing for Southfleet. This one's going to go onto the edge of the penalty area. The player takes a stumble there as Pachkovsky. Second chance there cleared away, but it goes as far as Jimenez. Jimenez fakes the shot there. Now she's going to try on a second chance, but didn't get enough power onto that one, and Wyville's able to get to that. She's going to take a few seconds here and roll this one out towards Burnett. Burnett plays a nice little through ball in. Favre thought that was going to go behind her. Unfortunately, though, it hits off of her back, and now Penich is going to try and carry it the other way. Ladhani, though, forces her off the ball, and it's going to go for a Burlington throw-in. Favre gets the ball over on the throw-in, and she's going to run this one down the line. Gretzky was looking away there, and now that allows Favre to send this one in for West. West is going to go again. West, nice move from West, and she puts it home! What a move coming in from Amanda West, going one-on-one defender. Shake and bake right there as she gets it towards her left one and puts it into the bottom corner. And that one is a critical third goal, and the Burlington Bayhawks lead on Amanda West's second goal of the game, as she was able to do a great move in front of the net after Favre did a great job down this touchline, able to continue on her run, get her the ball, and West did the rest. 25 goals in the OISL season, 2 here today, It's no wonder number 9 is wearing that captain's armband for the Bayhawks. And it's going to be a huge battle back now for the Salt Fleet team. They still have over half an hour, though, left to play here in this game. 1 goal every 10 minutes. Just look at it this way. Just get 1 goal and fight, and the other ones will follow in. You got to, when you're in this type of situation, 3 seems very daunting. Just try to take it 1 at a time. And we'll see how they will respond, because it's really been Salt Fleet with majority of the play so far in the second half. But it's Burlington who is able to get to the goal. Comes substitution coming in for Salt Fleet. And it's going to be Adriana Kanasek coming back into the game. And she's going to replace Melissa Toger. So I'll switch into the defensive position there. And Toger's going to be the player comes off. So that's going to move Goretzky into a center back position. And it's going to be Kanasek going in and taking the throw in. Trying to play a 1-2 there was Penich, but Villaflor is able to intercept, as it's going to be right now settling this ball. She was going to pass the one off to Stewart. Stewart down to the right side for Barra, and Barra's going to try and hustle this one in. She does well to keep this one in along the line. Here comes Barra continuing her run in forward, and though going shoulder to shoulder, she takes a fall, though, and that ball's going to roll its way to a goal kick. Good try there coming in from Victoria Barra, making some good runs down that line. Crossrow is going to play this one in short, and play will resume, as it's going to be Ladhani, though, gets to that ball first before Penich. Favre trying to get away, and the referee warning, put the hands down between those 2 players. Good movement as it falls its way in for Boyle. Boyle, Bout, in for West. West trying to get it to Favre, but there's Kanasek lying out there and blocking that pass. Here comes Salt Fleet trying to come the other way. Rich D'Alessio can't get to that one, and Burnett's going to bring this one all the way back to her keeper. Villaflor under some pressure here, and this could be a crucial turnover, but Villaflor doesn't give up on that one. But the ball will find its way back in for Bishop. Can they make a use of this chance here as it's Karna? Karna down to the right side. Penich, though, wasn't there to making that run. And that's going to allow Ladhani just to leave this one and go out of play for a throw-in. And right there, if you're Karna right now, you got to be saying, I need an option down on the wing. And unfortunately, Penich just wasn't there making that run. And it's a missed opportunity there after that turnover. Bishop once again picking up that loose ball. She's done a great job since coming into the game. And she's filling in that central midfield as it gets played down on the left side. There's Richardson. Richardson in for Karna. Karna back in for Bishop. Bishop's under a lot of pressure. Is able to get away from West. There's a through ball in. Can't find it. Second chance coming in from distance. And Jimenez's shot will get caught there by Wyville, and she's able to make the save. Good idea trying to get there, and a big boot coming in from Claire Wyville down the field. Went over all the players' heads, and this one's going to find its way all the way back into the Salt Fleet goal. Playing this one short, Goretzky up for Bishop. Bishop has that run coming in from Penich, and she saw it, and she's going to play this one in towards her, and Penich is going to try and chase after it. But Ladhani is able to get to it first, and it'll go for a throw. And you can see, I'd say without that wind, that ball would have got there perfectly, as the ball was held up a little bit going against the wind there. It's going to be a substitution, and it's going to be Penich, the person coming off, and coming back onto the field is Alexa Fama. So Fama will come in, and she's going to switch over as she played on the left wing originally. She's going to come over here on the right side now and fill in for Penich. Deep throw coming in from Fama. Is able to find her player there in Richardson. Richardson trying to keep it along the touchline. She wasn't able to, though, says the assistant referee. And it's going to be a goal kick. There's a weapon right there if you're able to use it. If you got someone who's can take a strong throw in there like Fama, might be able to utilize that if they get a throw in deep into Burlington territory. Adhani trying to work her way by Fama, and Fama does well, trying to poke that ball away, and she's able to get that pass off to Kanasek. But Kanasek gets bodied aside by Favre. And her, though, her pass doesn't get anywhere forward as Gretzky and Favre doing some pushing and shoving in behind there. And this ball will find its way up the field. It's going to hit off of the Salt Fleet player's leg last, and it's going to go for a Burlington throw-in. Jimenez gets that one off the throw, and Fama tries to hustle and keep that one in. She's not able to, however, and it's going to be another throw in here for Burlington. This throw-in will follow its way in for West. West is able to turn away. The referee says plays advantage, and West is going to try and utilize her pace. What pace is she going in through two players? Going through the third. Her touch, though, eludes her. I think she was a little bit surprised, and Crosswell is able to make the save. A great pace coming from her. Splits between the two Salfie players. Runs in right on towards the goal, but that final touch was just a touch too much, and that's allowed Crosswell to come out of her goal and spread out wide and make the save. But Amanda West is having a great game. If she can continue this one, she might be able to add another one here as Favre's going to get to the end of this one. Favre is going to carry this one in and looking for some options. Going to be able to cut it back into the inside. She's going to try and go for goal, and she looped that one in. What a finish there. Jordan Favre picking up her second goal of the game as she was able to cut inside it, coming in on that left wing, get it towards the right foot, and just those looping shots just over the outstretched arms of Emma Crosswell in goal and into the bottom corner. And sometimes it's not about the power you have, it's about the accuracy. And that one just was picture perfect right into the corner. No chance for Crosswell to reach that one. And a great finish. And Jordan Favre picks up 2 goals here tonight as well. 8 in the season and 2 more here. And this Ontario Cup final, her and West have been putting in the damage. Stewart, she's going to get knocked down by Richardson. Selfley not happy, thinking that Stewart handled that ball there, but it's going to end up going as a free kick for Burlington. "65 minutes have been played so far. Burlington Bayhawks lead Salt Fleet Stony Creek here in this girls under 17 Ontario Cup final. Just a reminder, the winner of this game will represent Ontario at the National Club Championships this year. The Under-17 Cup will be in Surrey, BC. As West is going to try to play a through ball in, trying to get on the end of that one. It was Barra, and it will get cleared aside. Nice turn there from Fama, and Fama keeps this one in, and she's going to hit this one over the head of her teammate, however. And it's going to be a battle here in midfield, which Jimenez is going to be the player who picks up on it. Bout. She gets that ball into the midfield. She's going to carry this one forward. Looking for some options. She has West to her right. Gives it off to her. West, back it goes for Bout. Bout. Villaflor. Good job there. Coming back into position was Pachkovsky, and she forces a turnover, and that's going to allow Richardson to go up. She's going to pass this one up for Karna. Karna, though, can't get by the last player back. That was Burnett, and Burnett saving the day right there as they were able to catch Madeline right out of position there, make a good run onto goal. They just wasn't able to get by Abigail Burnett. Does a boot down the field, and Barra's going to try and carry this one up the field. Good battle there between Gretzky and West, and it's going to be Gretzky who wins this one. She hit this one back in for Kennesek. Kanasek, back it goes Jimenez. Gretzky, she's going to first time this one down the left side. That's going to go over her teammate's head. And Richardson, and it will go out for a throw-in. Looks like Burlington's ready to make another substitution in here. And we'll let you know in just a second. And it's going to be Paige Makara coming back into the game. She came in as a substitute for Victoria Berra over in the first half, and it looks like she's going to be doing this substitution yet again here in the second. Experts in the field of youth concussion, Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital have formed a collaboration with Ontario Soccer. This partnership will improve concussion awareness and education to ensure the improved safety of youth soccer players across the province. To learn more about the services at the Holland Bloorview Concussion Center, please visit hollandbloorview.ca/concussion. They're doing great things over there. As we return back onto the field to play, and it's going to be Bout carrying this one up. She's going to try and play a through ball in. Over on the right side, can't get to Makara. And now it's going to be settled in here by Saltfleet. Trying to play this one up the middle, and it can't find anything. And that's what I've noticed, a lot of passes going up in the middle, coming in from both teams. And there have been a lot of interceptions because of that type of play. West and Ladhani playing a little 1-2 there off the throw-in. And Ladhani was the player who got that final touch there. And it's going to be a Saltfleet throw. Fama throwing this one back in for Gretzky. And Gretzky tries to find a player up top. Can't get to her, though. And Burnett's going to bring this one all the way back as Burlington Bayhawks are going to settle in their own end. As they're going to, looks like they're going to be ready to make another substitution, are the Bayhawks. Deep boot up the field by Wright. Gets to Makara. Makara, though, is able to win it off of the defender, and she'll pass this one back in for Bout. Bout Stewart. He plays a quick 1-2, and Bout turns it around, finds West, who's dropped back. West trying to play a through ball on the right side, get onto the run of Makara, but Makara wasn't ready for that one, and that's going to allow the defense of Saltfleet to be able to control this one. Favre putting a bit of a high press on, working together with Boyle, but they're not able to get to this one as Fama does good. And now Fama's trying to work her way, continue the run, but a good job there between Ladhani and West is able to retrieve that ball back for the Bayhawks. And here comes West once again. West is coming in, and there's a sliding challenge coming in from Gretzky as she's able to get the ball away from the speedy West and gets it out for a throw-in. Comes a substitution coming in from Burlington, and it's going to be Jordan Favre. She's got 2 goals here tonight. She's going to be the player coming off of the field, and it's going to be Dakota Schleichhorn coming in. Schleichhorn back into the game, and she was going to come in and take the throw-in, but she's going to leave this one out for Ladhani instead. So Schleichhorn is going to fill in on the left fullback position. Comes D'Alessio with it. Carrying this one up. She's going to play a ball in for Pachkovsky, and Pachkovsky is going to work her way past Burnett. Pachkovsky's into the right corner, plays a low drive in, and takes a deflection. And Saltfleet, all the quick seconds there, has managed to find themselves a corner kick. Great ball play there from D'Alessio and Pachkovsky with a great run there, battling against Burnett. Able to get a crossover, and it forces Burnett to get that touch and block it to avoid a chance in front of goal. Corner kick coming in here for Bishop. In swinging one. Just going to loop this one in. Wyville gets the hands up, gets a catch on it. The ball is still loose, though, however. Goes into the top of the area, not able to get it onto goal. And it gets cleared away by Boyle. She's going to kick this one down the field, and there is West coming forward, and it's a 3-on-3 break the other way. Nice movement right here, and that's going to leave Ladhani in through one-on-one with Crosswell. Is Ladhani, she dekes around the goalkeeper, centers it, there's a touch, and a big save in front of the goal. The last player back, Lancia, makes the save as Ladhani played it back across for Boyle. Boyle had check that Makara had the final touch, and it was Lancio, last player there back, standing up strong, able to make the save and deflected over the goal. And Saltfleet avoids another goal against onto the counterattack. And it was a great job there on a quick 3-on-3 break. And it was almost like Brunton were doing overlapping runs with each other there. Stewart avoids that challenge, and she's going to cross this one in towards the far post. Has to get cleared away, though, by Fama. as Ladhani was right in behind her, and Fema did a smart decision there, just clearing it out of play for another corner kick. Two players coming in for the short here as we're nearing the 73rd minute mark here in this match. Burlington will choose to play this one in short. Bout is able to get away from the first attacker. Passes this one off to West. That was almost a picture-perfect move you see onto the descriptions. But West's shot goes over the goal and out for a goal kick as they were able to get away from the two defenders. Came in for Saltfleet as there's a lot of substitutions coming in here for Saltfleet. As Kanasek comes into the game, as well as Medjercic, the goalie we saw in the first half. She's coming out as an outfield player, and she'll be taking off Bishop and Fema. There's also a substitution here as Anna Bout's going to be the player coming off the field, and Rebecca Lee will be the player coming in for the Bayhawks. So making sure everybody gets themselves a few seconds of playing time here as a Burlington player. I think that's Boyle who fell down hard onto the turf. And she's just going to need a few seconds before she can get back onto her feet. Calling over the medical staff to take a look over at Boyle. Maybe fell on the back hard onto the turf. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully she will be okay. Just a reminder, if you're wondering how this weekend has gone in the Ontario Cup finals, started out with the under-14 boys final. Milton Magic took home the final over Dixie there. And then the under-15 girls, the Cumberland Cobras, with a come-behind victory, defeating the London Youth Whitecaps. And the under-15 boys, the Woodbridge Strikers, who defeated London in that one. And then in the women's Ontario Cup finals, GS United, who won the championship in penalty kicks over Durham United. Today, earlier we had the under-17 boys final. It was Vaughan Azzurri took home a 2-0 victory over Ajax FC. And then finishing off the day today will be the men's final, Ottawa St. Anthony versus Caledon FC. Make sure, though, to tune in with us next weekend as well, though. We have a full slate of more great Ontario Cup action here, starting out on Saturday, September the 15th at 10 a.m. It'll be Niagara going against Bolton, followed by the under-13 girls. Barrie FC will be going against Caledon, and then we'll be finishing off our day with the under-16 boys final with Ajax FC going against Milton Magic. Now on the Sunday, September 16th, we'll be having the under-14 and under-16 girls with Glen Shields starting out our day against Ajax FC at 12:30 p.m. And then we'll be concluding all of our Ontario Cup action on Sunday, September 16th with a 3 p.m. game between North Mississauga and King City. Medical staff still taking a look at the injured player here. Let's remind ourselves, how did the Burlington Bayhawks get here into this final position? They had to go through their group stage matchup. They were able to come out, win their group there, and they're moved on to the quarterfinals, defeating Bradford before a 3-0 win over Brams in the semifinal. Got them here into this position, as the player will come off on her own power. Always a good sign to see if they're able to come on. And they're going to make a substitution. Here are the Bayhawks, as Anna Bout, who just got substituted off just a minute ago, will have to come back onto the field to play, take over the injured player Boyle. So Boyle will get a 10-2 off onto the sidelines. Bout will return to our place in the central midfield, and we get action back underway here at the Ontario Soccer Centre, as it's going to be Saltfleet in possession with Kanasek passing it back to her defense. And it's going to be booted down the field by Gretzky. Gets it over the head, though, of her player, and it's going to be settled in, coming down to the left side for Ladhani. Schleichhorn. Schleichhorn's going to loop this one in, And it's a good ball there, but it's going to be bouncing over everyone, and Lancia is able to recover first, though, and she's able to play it down the wing, but it's going to be a turnover right away, and Villaflor is able to settle it down. She gives it off to Bout. Bout has Schleichhorn making the run down here on the left side. She's going to give it to her, as Ladhani is offside, though, over on the left corner, as she was hanging in behind the player there over on the left side. That was Kanasek, and it's going to be an offside going against the Bayhawks. Wind is really starting to pick up here in Vaughan, going towards that far side of the field. It's picked up over the course of this game, so we'll have to see coming in for the men's Ontario Cup final how much of a huge impact that will make onto the game. These two teams have had a phenomenal season so far in the OYSL standings. Southfleet currently in second place, 11 wins, 3 draws, and just the 2 losses. One of the draws coming against this same Burlington team, and one of them losses against this team as well. Burlington undefeated so far this season, and definitely have showed why so far here in this game this afternoon. Lee settling with the ball. She's going to bring this one back in for right in for Villaflor. Villaflor down onto the near side for Schleichhorn, as it's going to find its way over here into the near side for Ladhani. Ladhani's going to carry this one up over in the left corner. She's going to have some space here, trying to get that crossover, and it just ran out of space, though, however. It was Tessa Ladhani, and it's going to be a goal kick. Thought she was going to play that cross in one touch a little earlier, but I wasn't able to do so. Try to see if she can get a little bit closer, and she ran out of space. Medjercic. She's got the ball here on the near side. She's going to do a nice little cut back there and play it back for her defense. Kanasek try to play this one up the middle. Lee, though, gets the interception. She passes this one off in for West. West is going to try and send the run of Mikara. Can't get to her, though, but the ball doesn't get cleared away completely just yet, and it finally will, as it will be a throw-in for the Bayhawks. They're going to take this one in quickly as it finds its way in for Schleichhorn. Schleichhorn back for West. Villaflor. Mikara trying to chip this one forward, and she's able to find West. West is going to cut inside. Nice little ball in, and here comes Villaflor battling there with Kanasek. And it's going to be Kanasek who wins that battle, though, however, as she's able to clear that ball away. Nice ball played in there from West. Got that run up from Isabella Villaflor, and Villaflor just wasn't able to put it home. Comes Bout. She gets it taken away, though. Good job there from D'Alessio. D'Alessio does amazingly. She gets by the second player. Now she's going to send it through Balian. Here comes Pachkovsky battling against Burnett. Pachkovsky is able to get away from Burnett. Now she's going to play into this top of the area, but Kanasek wasn't there. And the run gets shut down. Now Pachkovsky battling again with Burnett. These two are going right at it. And this time it's going to be the Burlington player who succeeds in that battle, and they're able to shut it down. But a great run coming in there from Erica D'Alessio, showing a little bit of flash. West now trying to play it up the middle. Gets it intercepted there by Gretzky. Gretzky's going to cut back, and she's waiting for some help to pass that ball to, and she's going to play this one in short to her teammate. Kanasek down the near side, Medjercic. She's going to carry this one down the line as Medjercic, and she sends this one forward, able to find Ivana Kanasek. Kanasek trying to force her way in through, not able to do so, and she's a little bit slow to get up. Not too sure if that injury she picked up in the first half is still bothering her, but she's able to get back to her feet, and she's going to continue here as we have a foot there. Jimenez colliding with Villaflor, but the referee waves advantage. Bout goes into the left corner. Ladhani tries to cross it in there. That one will take a block, and it's going to go for a deep throw-in. As the clock starts to tick here, time is running out for Saltfleet Stony Creek. At these type of moments, you try to see if you can get one onto the score sheet. Keep hustling, give whatever they have, like we talked about at the halftime break. Give whatever energy, whatever hard hustle they have left into the tank, as they fully have earned their spot. Just think about it. They are in the final 2 teams here in the Ontario Cup final. West tries to cross it, and that first one gets blocked. The second one finds it to Ladhani. Ladhani's cross, though, that will get blocked by Jimenez, and Crosswell is able to pick up the loose ball. She's going to throw this one out quickly, and it looks like she hurt herself onto the throw. Not too sure what happened. It looks like she fell as she threw that ball, and it looks like she's in some serious pain right now. And right away, the referee will blow the play dead, and hopefully Crosswell is going to be okay, as that one did not look good. Going to use this opportunity here to remind ourselves and thank today's partners for their continued support of the Ontario Cup. That is Sports Engine, Toronto FC, SoccerX.com, giving all the official apparel for the Ontario Cup here today at the Ontario Soccer Centre, and Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital, doing amazing things with their concussion awareness and education. Both teams are getting themselves like a much-needed water break here, chatting with the teams. Everyone's taking a look at the goalie, making sure she's okay. But it looks like she's not going to be able to continue. She's going to get a nice round of applause here from all the fans here from both teams here. And it looks like Emma Crosswell is going to have to step out of the game. And Madjercic, who was the first half goalie, she's going to come back onto the game as the goalkeeper. She's just going into her bag right now and pulling on her goalie gear. She was just coming on as a player, so she's going to have to have a substitution as Crosswell's going to come off, and it looks like it might be her knee that caused that problem. Maybe when she stepped to take that throw would cause the issue. So Madjercic finds her way back onto the field of play, and just got to make sure that we have enough players onto the field. And Fama will be the player who comes on to replace the injured goalkeeper. And Burlington will give the ball back to Madjercic, and we're going to resume play with just around 5 minutes plus the stoppage time left to go here in this girls under-17 Ontario Cup final. And it's going to be Jimenez now playing it back for Kennesack. As he tries to play a through ball, and that gets intercepted, and Villefleur now in position for Burlington. She's going to bring this one back in for Burnett. Down to the near side for Schleichhorn. Schleichhorn plays a deep ball up. Nobody there, was up high for the Bayhawks, and that's going to give time for Gretzky to be able to settle it with this ball. Gretzky trying to find someone to pass to, forced to go all the way back to her keeper. Madjercic back, it goes in for Jimenez. Able to find a player in there, trying to find that pass in for Bishop, but Villefleur read that one all the way. Now she's going to carry this one up, is Villefleur. She's going to continue to carry this one up, but she tries to get to the right side for Makara. There's Lee going in from distance, and Madjercic is able to make the save, diving low to her right and makes a nice little save as Rebecca Lee stepped into that one. Villefleur down to the right side, trying to get to Makara, and it looks like that one was knocked away from her. It's going to go for a Bayhawk throw-in. Make sure don't go anywhere after this matchup at 3 p.m. will be the men's final, Caledon FC against Ottawa St. Anthony. You can see them warming up right now in the background. So if you enjoy soccer, this is definitely the place you want to be to watch some of the top action here in the province. Ladhani Can't control that one as it's going to find its way now in for Jimenez. Jimenez trying to work her way, battling against Lee. Those two players going shoulder to shoulder. The referee allows play to continue as it was just both of them going right at it, and the ball finds its way down the near side for Ledhani. Ledhani, she's going to cross this one in. Madjercic, though, comes out of her goal, and she's going to be able to hang on to this one. Comes Karna. Karna with it. Trying to find some place to go get it forward. Good battle with it there, and she's able to hang on to that ball. Now she's going to send a through ball in forward, and it can't get to anybody, though, and Wyville will be able to control this one. Pass will get intercepted by D'Alessio. She hurt herself there as soon as she passed that one. Looks like she hurt her knee there. And she's going to try and continue on, but doesn't look like she's going to be able to. Does Erica D'Alessio, as she looks like she stepped awkwardly, but she's going to continue going and try. It looks like maybe she just twisted it, and play will resume here as that ball's going to go all the way back now for Kanasek. For Gretzky. Gretzky tries to take a big boot, but there's West gets in the way, and McGara unfortunately has that bounce and hit her in the arm, though, as she tried to control that deflection. Gretzky trying to switch this one up to the middle of the field. Getting to it first, though, is Burnett, and Burnett's going to put this one back in for Jimenez to settle. Jimenez back in for Gretzky. Gretzky, nice little pass up, trying to get to Pachkovsky. And Pachkovsky, her and right, will go at it. And the referee just going to have a word there. And we've seen that a couple of times already with these two ladies going at each other after the foul. But the cooler heads will prevail on both sides, and play will resume here with throwing for the Bayhawks. As this one will get brought all the way back. Claire Wyville in goal. A lot of confidence and a lot of composure this Burlington goalie has shown. Hasn't been tested too much in this game, but we've seen it whenever she has that ball in control. Great distribution coming in from her. Villaflor is able to head that one away, and nobody is back there for Saltfleet, but except for Gretzky, and Gretzky's able to shut down West, as it would have if West was able to get by. She would have been all alone onto the Saltfleet goal. West with time, she's able to turn. Playing the ball in the middle, that gets intercepted there from Karna, and now Karna's going to carry this one up. Can Saltfleet get that one goal? She's going to play a ball in for D'Alessio. She's going to continue going on here. Looks like it was just a knee twist there. And she's still hobbling a little bit on the side here, but she's going to fight this on these final few minutes. As we're getting the indication from the fourth official, it's 5 minutes of added time left to go here in this girls under-17 Ontario Cup final. As here it comes, an onslaught of substitutions coming in from both sides. 2 coming in for Burlington, and it will be 3 coming in for Saltfleet when it is their chance. As coming off the field to play will be Amanda West. She picked up herself 2 goals today. She's going to get replaced by Favre. And coming onto the field as well will be Victoria Berra. And Victoria Berra will replace Alyssa Stewart. So Stewart and West are the 2 players coming off. And they'll be replaced by Favre, who also was the other double goal scorer here today. Ball finds its way in for Bout. Bout brings this one all the way back in for Burnett. And Burlington's just going to knock it around in their own end, knowing they're just a couple minutes away from this Ontario Cup championship. Lee's going to send a through ball in for Favre. There is Kanasek. She's able to get to that one first. Madjercic getting a little bit comfortable there, and it's going to go for a corner kick as Favre was almost able to make her pay. And it's going to end up as a corner kick. Madjercic can't believe it. She felt like it was a goal kick. It's going to be a corner kick instead. Players are just 4 players into the area here for Burlington. Majority of the players are sitting back. No need to add extra players in here. As this one's going to get looped in. Madjercic jumps up high, makes a great catch there, and she's able to hang on to that one. Good job there coming in from the Salt Lake keeper. She's going to boot this one down on the near side for D'Alessio. And D'Alessio's going to handle this one. Good run coming from her, but just couldn't continue going forward as Burnett is there to shut down that run. Gretzky down on the left side. She can't get anywhere for it. And now Villefort in possession. Villefort is going to get it here on the near side for Ladhani, but Kanasek is able to get it off of her. Nice boot up the field and headed on by Gretzky. Saltfleet just working it around in their area, trying to make one last rush towards this Burlington goal. Wright, though, doesn't want to let this happen, and now she's going to come take it herself, is Wright. Wright going to center this one in for Favre. Favre falls down, and at this type of moment, that one could have been called, but also couldn't have been. At this moment, you just allow play to continue in here. It's going to be Burlington who gets possession off of the kick. Wyville just going to hold on to that ball for the few extra seconds, wait for a player to come at her, and she's going to boot this one down the field. Fama, though, wins this one in the air, and Karna is able to settle. Karna, though, takes a stumble, and it's going to be a free kick, and Karna's going to play this one in quickly. She's going to get in for D'Alessio. D'Alessio back. It goes for Kanasek, who got under that one, and that ball is going to be looped into the air. And Karna's going to get pushed, called for the push there, and it'll be a free kick right back for the Bayhawks. Bayhawks in possession as we are in added time right now here in the second half. The Bayhawks lead Sulphate Stony Creek. Double goals coming in from Jordan Favre and Amanda West have led them here today. As Dakota Schleichhorn is going to take her time before coming over to take this throw-in. And she'll throw this one in down the line for Favre. Favre trying to bring this one down the line, and I think it's going to be a free kick that was called, or was it a throw-in? No, it's a free kick. So Favre's getting Favre wins the team a free kick. And send this one in for Favre. Favre's going to get the header onto that one. Kanasek, though, taking no chances. Clears that one away. But there goes the final whistle. And the Burlington Bayhawks are your under-17 girls Ontario Cup champions with a victory over the Saltfleet Stony Creek squad. Congratulations go out to both teams here for making it to this final. And for the Bayhawks, for their strong game and coming out with a victory today, they will go on and represent Ontario at the Club Nationals in Surrey, BC. Congratulations to them. And thank you, everyone who's tuned in for this match. We'd like to, of course, thank our partners once again for their continued support. Sports Engine, Toronto FC, SoccerX.com, and Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital. Guys, don't go anywhere. More action coming up next. But until next time, this has been Martin Ohms here with the play-by-play commentary, and we'll see you guys later.